Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Victoria James, and welcome back to my channel. Now, you guys have not seen me in this type of environment in a while. I am going out to eat for my birthday, so I'm going to put on a face, and I said, hey, why don't I record that? Well, here we are, 41, you know, and as I'm recording this, today is my birthday, November 5th. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As you guys can see, I have a little bit of like some healing happening here, some dry skin and stuff. So we're definitely gonna be focusing on moisture. First things first, I'm gonna be going in with the Westman Atelier Skin Activator Serum. I'm gonna do 3 pumps of that. And really work it in. Get the pups real quick. They must be ready to come in. Okay, don't you jump up here. Okay. Down, little boy. You ain't special. Yeah. Down. So anyway, because I have one of those scars that is sans melanin, I am going to make sure that after I prime, I then go in and address it. And I'm going to be priming with Hourglass. This is the Vanish Airbrush Primer, not to be confused with the Veil Mineral Primer, baby. That's still supreme. One thing I don't like about it is that you have to like get through that little crusty bit if you haven't used it in a while, and I have not. So you have to pump through that, and then you get to the fresh stuff. But yeah. Just gonna really focus on my T-zone. I'm not very oily anymore. Blessing and a curse, honey. I'm gonna use this Wonder 2 Super Stay Liner in Essential Brown. It's waterproof. And this is what I'm gonna use to darken this up. And then we'll go over top with like, you know, skin tone color, because this is a little darker, but you need to have something dark on it to cover it up. Little tip from me to you. So just fill in the discoloration, and yes, I'm aware that it's dark. You're gonna fill in the discoloration, and then make sure there's no excess product, and we'll wait for that to dry a little bit. Okay, so next up is going to be my foundation. It's going to be Prada today. I feel like that should work. My chest is still very light, friends, but this works for me. So my hands and stuff match each other, child. 2 cute pumps should get me together. And if it doesn't work, I'll just grab another foundation. It's whatever. Even though I've done a purge, I still have quite a few foundations. So I'll just grab something else. It's fine. Because you know what never fails me? That Clé de Peau. Hello. That Clé de Peau is always the right color. All right. And that Hourglass gets me together too. Most of the stuff that I kept are like tried and true girlies, you know? I just really like the finish of this Prada. And a little goes a really long way. In person, it's slaying. I don't know why I'm getting this, but in person, it's giving. I'm gonna grab a warmer one. I'm gonna grab a warmer foundation. I'm gonna leave that on, but I'm gonna go grab something else. All right. Like I said, Clé de Peau never fails. And this one in particular is the Radiant Cream Foundation. Now, I know I said I was gonna stay with the same finish, but I think this color is gonna work better for what I want. It's just warmer, you know? And a little goes a very long way, so I'm being careful. Not going to focus too much on the outer perimeter of my face, mainly because I know that, you know, I'm going to be putting a lot of like contour, bronzer, blah, blah, blah. So just going to do the center of my face. And that should be fine. Yeah. Right amount of coverage, all that jazz. Perfect. Love it. We're going to use Cocoa and then to brighten Toffee. And this is just going to further help with like discoloration and stuff. And then I'll go back in with the more brightening too. But first I'm going to blend that out and see what it's giving. This is the full coverage brush from Clay to Peau, which is a very nice brush. So now we're going to take Toffee and just, okay, so there's that. And then I'm just going to do the tiniest bit right there and right there just to even myself out. I'm not going to put it on my nose. I might put the excess. All right, I'm happy with that. And as you can see, we got, you know, it's cleared up. Yeah. It might look bright because it's sticking out and the light is hitting it, but it's the same exact color as the rest of my face. Also, this little critter is sticking out. But we're gonna move on. Now, normally I would powder, but I feel like I'm good. I actually feel like I'm good. Everything is set down. It looks really like demi-matte, and I'm feeling it. I think it looks good. So now we're gonna move on to contour. Again, Westman Atelier. This is Ganache. I don't want to do too much on the forehead, especially since it's not really showing. So I'm just gonna hit the temples. A little bit of definition. And then whatever is left over, I will put on my nose. Very careful around the new color, you know. I'm mad as hell that I look green. Because I'm not. Like, I promise y'all, it don't look like this. Why is my lighting betraying me? Yo. Maybe I need to wear a brighter foundation. Maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Magic dog. I'm gonna see what this gives. What is up with that? Excuse me. Hello. Hey. You little mini Negro. Come here. Come. That's him. That's him making all that noise. That was him. Look, come on. Look at your internet aunties. Say, I think I run this house. I am 5 pounds, maybe, if that. I don't even think he's 5. I am 4 pounds and some change, and I think I run this house. I'm the man's. I'm the little man's. Huh? I ain't putting you down. You gonna stay right here. You ain't getting down. I'm gonna squirt this right there. We're gonna see if that'll work to fix whatever it is that is not warm on my face. Like, what is going on, child? That is really giving a lot of radiance to my very matte face, so I'm actually not mad at it. Let's see what it do. We'll do it to half my face and we'll see what's going on. It definitely brightened me up. That looks so pretty in person. That looks so pretty. Yeah. Even, like, it didn't change the color too much, but it definitely brightened the face. And the finish is better. I am not a bad girl anymore. That is infinitely better. I'm gonna skip my forehead because I'm just gonna cover it with the Bang anyway. What else we doing, Papa? I'm gonna put a little bronzer on. You gonna warm it up? Right. Little Tom Ford dupe. Refer. And I'm using my Victoria Beckham bronzer. Using more of the darker side, just because I feel like that looks better these days. Put you in my lap. I need a smaller brush. Let me stop tripping. Now, I'm gonna let you down. You gotta behave. So now, let's do the brows. I'm using my Westman Atelier Bonne brow. And this is just a plain spoolie. There's no brow gel on this or anything. I'm just getting some of that makeup out of my eyebrows to make it easier to apply the product. And it's just like a pen, or like an angled pen. And this is the shade Bark, so it's got a little brown to it. It's like a dark brown. I'm actually gonna focus the product in the front and in the back, because I don't really need it in the rest of my eyebrow. This little mother sucker. Little boy. All these toys on the floor, and you gotta mess with them, with the girls. Okay, that's better. I am going to incorporate some of the pieces from the limited edition Chantecaille collection. They did send me these products, so thank you to Chantecaille. Look at this packaging. Look at these. Aren't those pretty? So they gave me the Cheek Light, which is a highlighter. Lumiere Jouet. It's very, very beautiful. This is a liquid eyeshadow, which is going to be the only eyeshadow that I'm using in this, in Cremant. Very pretty color. I've already tested these products. And here, I can't really say the name, but here is the color of the blush. I would consider this more of a blush topper. I've even seen it applied on lighter skin, and I would consider it a blush topper. What I'm gonna do, because I consider it a blush topper, is I'm gonna use this shade from Salt, New York. It is the Lip and Cheek Creme Tint in Moodlight. I am gonna use this as my blush today. I know, but don't worry. It shows up like that. It's actually a very pretty color. So I'm gonna use this on my cheek. Find a nice blush brush. Moodlight. It's like a, what do you call it? A bronzer. And then to top it with that brighter pink, I think is going to be so cute. It's a little too soft. I'm gonna have to top that with something else. It's just a little too soft. You can see it. You can see it. But I want my cheeks to give a little more than that today. It definitely blushes. It definitely blushes. But that's not the color I want today. When in doubt, Dolce Vida from Nars will get you together every time. Yeah. That's the kind of pink I'm trying to get. You see it? Yeah. It's better. Now with the eyebrows, I almost forgot, child. Let's go ahead and set those in with the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. It's the brow lamination gel. Make sure they don't move. Boom. A fluffy little highlighter brush, and we're gonna go in here. And we're gonna tap, tap, tap. Come on. Yeah, boom, catch it. Catch it. Come on. Catch it. Ooh, yes. Come on. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So next is gonna be eyes, and I'm gonna keep this super duper simple. Super duper simple. I'm gonna put something in my crease, and then we're just gonna use the liquid shadow. So I'm gonna use my Merit cream eyeshadow in Brun for my crease. Nice neutral brown. And I'm just gonna define my crease. And I'm gonna keep it like where my hooded lid becomes the crease and not where my actual crease is. So again, we're taking this beauty and we're just gonna put it all over the lid. Simple. I'm just gonna swipe. And then we're just gonna blend that in. Boom. And now we know exactly where it's going to end. And what's great about this eyeshadow, y'all, this liquid shadow, is it is mature eye friendly. So if you have wrinkles, if you have, you know, if you deal with a lot of creasing and creping and stuff like that with your eyeshadows, you won't have that problem here. Once this girly dries, it don't move. And I'm just gonna reinforce my cream shadow and then we're done. Done with the eye, or done with the shadow, child. I still gotta put on liner. Liner and mascara, that is. There we go. So that's it, friends. It's very pretty. I love this color. For mascara, I'm using Lancôme Lash Idole. Has a curved, spiky applicator. I'm gonna use a couple of coats because I'm not gonna be using any falsies. Tom Ford Overpower Matte Liquid Lip. There we go. Now I would have chosen the other one, Knockout, but Knockout is not a matte. I need something that I don't need a liner for. And Lark is too pink. So, or too like soft pink. I like that you can layer over it without it messing up. Bam. I need to get the hell out of here. I'm so sorry, you guys. I can't really like talk how I want to, but I do like this tone of red with this look. It's giving Poison Ivy. I was thinking about slicking the hair down, but again, I don't have time. So we're just gonna rock with the fro. And thank you for hanging with me. You know, we're gonna get on out of here because I don't have time to do much else. Because if I gotta go to Cranston, honey, I'm gonna be running late. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the look. I'm gonna take a picture so y'all know I don't look green. Okay? See you later. Love you. Bye.